guys. All right, you guys ready? Class.
Yes.
Okay, so I know that you're paying attention right now. I know you're paying attention right now, so I need you actually paying attention. Yes, that.
Did Mars die?
Maybe.
Oh, where he been?
Where is Mars?
I don't know.
Mars died. He's in my physics class and I haven't seen him in there either.
I don't know, like.
Maybe go down?
Okay, anyway. So,
I was nice.
again, I want you guys all paying attention.
I wasn't.
So right here, example 2, computing federal income tax. Calculate the federal income tax owed by a person filing a return as a single whose gross income adjustments, deductions, and credits are given. Use marginal tax rates from the table. So you were given the table there. So the first thing is, let's figure out the gross. Now, how do I find the gross? Total the income. All the money coming in is going to be the gross amount. So, hey look, it has the gross. So that one's pretty easy. And so the next one is going to be the adjusted gross. So I believe that's next slide. So adjusted gross. How would I find adjusted gross?
Subtracting the adjustment from the total.
Yep, so gross minus adjustment. So the gross was how much again?
67,000.
Like that?
Yep.
Okay, good. Minus the adjustment, which is
9,000.
9,000. And so my adjusted gross income, because everyone is actually doing some calculating right now,
58.
and so you have to pick up the calculator, because I know that you need the practice here.
58.
Okay. 58,000. Step by step, we're going through each one of these. So I need you actually participating because some of these are going to get complicated. Step 2, determine taxable income. First, my taxable income is my adjusted minus my deductions. Before I do that, let's take a look. Insert, so off to the side, you guys are going to be able to do this. So let's take a look at standard or itemized. Come on. This person right here, what is their standard deduction?
12,000.
Why is it 12,000? Why is it that one? He is what? Filing single. That's important to understand. Filing single. So that my standard deduction is 12,550, right? Yes? Okay. Itemized deductions. We're always going to take which of the values?
The largest.
The largest. Okay, the largest. So let's take a look here. So my itemized. What are my itemized here?
75,000 for mortgage, 3,200.
7,500
sorry.
for my mortgage.
3,200 for property. 5,450 for charitable contributions.
50
450.
and
1,500 for medical expenses.
okay, so let's take a look at that piece right here.
Not covered the insurance.
Yep, that's insurance not covered. So that actually does count, but the insurance thing is important to pay attention. So I know everyone's paying attention right now because I said, hey, insurance, it's its own problem. The medical, it's its own problem. We have to go back to one of my first slides. It's only counted as a deduction
It exceeds 7.5% of.
if it's more than 7.5. Right?
Yes.
Is that what it was?
Yes.
Okay, if it's more than 7.5% of the adjusted gross. So we need to calculate this. So I'm going to change you over here. Let's see. My gross was how much?
Adjusted or total?
Adjusted, right?
58.
58,000 times is 7.5%, right?
Yeah.
So 0.075.
4350.
4350?
Yeah.
Okay, so this number 4350.
So it doesn't count as a deduction.
Is this one, is my 1500 more than 4350? No, it's not. So this is greater, so that means I cannot count this amount. This is the step that a lot of you are probably going to end up forgetting. And that's why I'm trying to make a point about on the medical, there's something special you have to do to be able to count that. Now, my itemized deductions, so if I can't include that, then let's add up to see everything else.
Plus 500.
And 500 is the
Tax credit.
tax credit. That's different. So let me finish this problem and I'll explain the difference of what a tax credit is. So y'all calculating this right now, right?
Oh, yeah, 16.
Not zoning on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are zoning.
16,150.
16. 16150. You guys agree?
Yes.
Okay, and we always want to take which one?
Largest.
The larger one. So that's important. So in this case, the larger one, is it going to be the standard or itemized?
Itemized.
Itemized. So this is the value I'm going to use as my deduction. So I'm going to go back to the other slide now. There we go. All right, taxable income right here. So my adjusted gross was 58,000 minus, what was that number?
150.
16,150, and this is going to be my taxable income. You know, we're doing like a crap load of work here, but I need you actually writing stuff down. 41. Very good. So taxable is 41850. Now, before I get to the next part, it was, yes, go ahead.
Is it taxable income or income tax? Because they're on two separate slides.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I put it on the wrong one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll rewrite it. So 58000 minus 161, and which gives me 850. So apologize again. I'm sorry. When I was clicking over, I didn't read carefully. All right. So this one right here. So now, before I get to the next one, the $500 that's actually part of that. Now, some of you people, like Luke, he's got a whole bunch of kids right now. And so when his kids start going to kindergarten, the school is going to ask for tax credit money. You guys are probably, if you get in any clubs here on campus or if you're participating in sports, they ask for tax credit money. So this is what tax credit is. So Luke has a bunch of kids, okay? Are you married, Luke? Okay, he's married. Okay, he's married. So, since he is married, currently, right now, state of Arizona, the tax credit is $450. As a married couple, you could give $450 to a school, charitable, all these other things. What a credit means is that you're going to pay taxes no matter what, right, Luke? But instead of giving your taxes to the government, you're directing your taxes directly where you want to go. So when we were talking about this yesterday, I don't think the government's very good at managing your money. How much money they send to Ukraine so far?
100 and something million?
Over 100 billion so far. Is anyone going to get any of that money back?
No.
Are they planning on paying it back?
No.
Okay, so
Wasn't it a donation?
huh?
Wasn't it a donation?
Someone's getting rich, and it's not us.
Mr. Beast?
Oh.
So think of it like this now. Luke says, hey, if I give my money to the government, they're going to send it over here and not spend it on my kid's school. It's not going to go to my kid's school program here. So instead, this is going to go directly to my kid's school. So your tax money is going there. And you know where it's going. And so at the end of the year, there's a thing called a tax credit. So after we're done calculating how much Luke is going to owe, we're going to subtract the tax credit from what you owe, because that's something you already paid into the taxes. You just directed your taxes where you wanted it to go. Does that make sense?
So it's like a direct donation.
Yeah, so a tax credit goes directly to that
But they-
program, organization that your taxes normally go to anyway.
Oh,
Because your taxes normally pay for the school. They normally pay for these other programs, but as a tax credit, you get to say, you know what, I want my money going there instead of somewhere else. It's very good. A lot of the charter schools, the private schools, and these other bigger schools with big sports program, big club program, they get tax credits. So your parents, if they totally understand this, could still currently get a tax credit this year, as long as they do it before they file their taxes. And January 30th, I believe, is the day everyone has to be given their W-2s and all their earning statements, so they can file their taxes. So if they go, and let's say, for instance, there is a team here on campus which is going to the state championship always, okay? Always participating in the state championship. So like this esports team, every year in the last 5 years have gone into the championships.
W Esports team.
Really? For real?
Huh?
So
I
you
said
said
W Esports team.
Yeah.
Amazing coach.
But they are not supported. They're playing with some broken down equipment. That's like winning NASCAR with that '84 Honda Civic. And that's what's happening. So imagine if these guys actually got full funding. So what you could do, or your parents could do, be like, hey, I want my tax money, instead of going over there, that no one's going to get anything out of it from my school or my kids, I'm going to direct it directly to this. And if they end up owing at the end of the year, then their tax credit takes care of part of that. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, good. Does that make sense though? Okay, so yeah, directing it. That's what tax credit does. So that's not going to go here. That's afterwards, after we figure out how much money Luke owes for all of his kids.
Damn.
How many kids do you have, Luke?
Okay. Determining the income tax. Now, we're gonna do this here. So we have that the list that I gave you, the 8.1. It actually says like 8.1 on it, table 8.1. And I'm gonna keep saying that because in the homework it says use table 8.1.
It doesn't say 8.1 on
It
it.
does not say that.
It says 2021 marginal tax rates and standard deductions.
Hey, write. What are you gonna write on it?
8.1.
8.1.
But it's in my 8.1
You mean-
section.
Does it even say that in the notes?
No.
Because it said refer to table 8.1. Right. Okay. Anyway. Now, this is how we're going to do it. So for the first 9,000, $950, what percent do they have to pay? 10%. Okay. So for the first 9,000, so it's going to be $9,950. We're going to pay what percentage? 10%. So I'm going to multiply that by 0.10. But wait, there's more. How much? What is our taxable? It's 41, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's 41. Okay, so we have a lot going into our next category, don't we? What is the maximum amount in my 12% tax bracket?
525.
Very good. It's 40,000. So is my tax bracket more than that? Yes, it is more than that. So if it's filled up that category and it's more than that, this is the steps you do. We're adding whatever amount is in between there. It is 40. What's the numbers? 40 what? 525. Minus the bottom, which is 9951, times my 12%, which is 0.12, plus, because we're in different tiers, we keep moving up in brackets.
Why? Why is this necessary? Why doesn't everybody just stay broke right now?
You ready?
I know.
Think about this. Think about this.
I'm just-
What is the percentage? What is the percentage in the next bracket?
22%.
Holy crap! It went from 12% to,
Almost double.
I know, 22%.
That's crazy.
Just because you made a little bit more than 40,000. Would you want to get you want to pay tax on 22% for all of that money? Say no. Okay. That's the reason why we got to get our adjusted income. Now it's going to be my amount that I made because I didn't fill up the other bracket, which was 41850 minus, what's the bottom of this bracket? 5 what?
26.
Oh, yeah. I'm tweaking.
You're tweaking?
Yeah.
Did you really just say you're tweaking? Okay. But it actually goes from this one right here. 5.
Wow.
Did I mess up this one? I think I did, didn't I?
I don't think so.
I'm looking.
It's the bottom of the 22% bracket, right?
No. I gotta go back over my notes. So this one right here, because we're accounting for the 550 here, so I subtract the 550. So that one's a 0, and the same thing goes for this one right here. So this is,
Pacho, how are you messing up teaching your own lesson?
I suck at this. You should know that by
So then
now.
why are you teaching it?
No one else was dumb enough to take this position.
Hate on yourself.
Seriously. What type of masochist woke up in the morning and said, I want to teach high school math to a bunch of knuckleheads?
That involves-
No! I had a class of freshmen and I wanted to choke them all earlier. Not really, just a couple of them.
So, Pacho, you're telling me that you don't enjoy coming here every day? Like, if you could choose not to be here, you would?
Yes, it would.
Because samesies, why are we here?
Oh, yeah. If I had a choice, it would not be this.
Okay, if you really want to know, this is my mission field. This is where I serve to help people and help my community become better. So this, wow. No, it just sounds even worse.
Wait, is this all in the video? Oh, shit.
What a great YouTube video. We're gonna watch it.
Oh my goodness.
And these videos are gonna be discovered like.
No, you won't.
on
Hold on,
YouTube
yourself.
like-
So when they make the movie of my life,
Literally, he's gonna be like the next Albert Einstein.
oh, okay. Anyway, for those people that are following along and they're not on their phone, okay. And it wasn't you this time.
No.
Okay. So, this one over here, this last category, this last bracket, is the 22%. So, and just so you know, I'm showing this differently than I showed my other classes because I would like for you to be able to do this all in one step. So, can you put all this in your calculator?
Yes.
Yes, you can. And that's what I'm trying to do different because I would like for you to put the whole thing in your calculator. You can put it all in there.
This is like trying to shove like an entire lasagna in your mouth at the same time. You could do that?
Is it fresh out of the oven?
Scary.
Yeah, I can do that.
Wait, do
For
what?
lasagna? Anything.
You're missing a couple parts. So you gotta, it's a plus sign after that last one on top too.
So we add, subtract, wait, was that right? Bracket before.
Yes.
Top number.
Yeah, the top number, yeah. 550.
I think so.
5550.
Double checking my notes. Yes, that is it.
Okay.
4945.
Yep. There you go.
Dang, Tony, look at you doing that. Succeeding.
Bro, if you don't stop.
Succeeding.
Can I say by myself and not have no one to talk?
Now, if you're that person that is having trouble plugging in all this, let's do a little piece at a time.
Can I use the bathroom while you do that?
Sure.
Cool, thanks.
Okay. If I were to do little piece at a time, and Seth would be paying attention,
My dad took it. What do you say?
do this piece right here by itself. It's going to give me $995. I'm going to add up the next piece. If I just do this piece right here, little piece at a time, that one's going to give me, what's on going to give me? 3669?
Yeah.
Okay. So this one's 3669, $3,669. And then my last category over here, which is the highest tiered tax bracket I have, is going to end up giving me $1,325? No. 29150?
Yeah.
Yeah, 291.
Like that? Oh, wait.
No, that's the one between the one and
Yeah. There we go. So if you wanted to try and do it little piece at a time, you can. Okay. Now, the reason why I wanted you to do it all in the calculator is this is going to be standard. This first bracket is always going to happen as long as my taxable income is more than that. The second one, as long as my taxable income is in the third bracket, it's always going to be that amount. So it's always going to be this amount plus this amount. So there is a pattern to this. And the last one, as we add all these together, Luke's taxable responsibility now for all his minions is $4,995.50. 0.3?
Yeah.
No, it's
No, in the ditch.
It's just 499.
4955 is what I got.
It's this.
Yeah.
Wait,
I got
for, on that second
4955.
line,
You know what I'm talking about, really?
is that minus 9950 or is it minus 95?
9950. That's
995.
No, the top one.
Top,
the
top.
366.
Right there, yeah.
Oh yeah, that is a zero. I made a mistake when I first started, and I said right here, 950. So it's this minus 950. I believe I made a mistake. I apologize. So I think I did put a 51 here instead of the 50. Just like over here on this one right here, the 4052, I accidentally had a 6, but I erased it. You might have wrote that down before I had time to erase it. Yeah. So it is a 5 there.
Yeah, I put 1 in the other one.
I got 4955.
Yeah, it's just 0.5. It's no zero.
Oh, okay, think of it like this. 0.5. In money, what does 0.5 mean?
50 cents.
50 cents. So that's why I put 50.
No, I got 4955.
Oh yeah, 4955.
Yeah.
4955.
Yeah, not.
4955. What did I do? Okay, sorry. Man, I am on one. Thank you. Okay, listen.
He literally drinks a waffle.
Okay, do you really want to, like, I don't care. I'll keep this in video.
That was so
Let me tell you what my morning was. Okay, I went to the gym this morning.
You go to the gym?
My brain, okay, unlike you, it's not this guy named Jim, okay? So, my brain was completely off, okay? It was completely off.
And then?
I went to the gym. Went to the locker room. Locked up my clothes,
He dry scoop.
put it in there. Okay, put it in there, went and worked out. Came back, got myself out of my locker, okay? Locked myself again, went to go shower. Came back, my lock would not open.
No.
My lock would not open.
Face, butt, naked out.
I had a towel. I, for some reason,
Forgot the passcode or what?
the numbers were right, but I could
Nah,
not
you're
put
fucking
them right.
That's what.
I kept trying it, and so I was like, they had to cut my lock off this morning. I was like,
That's what happened to me in the locker room, like after a game, I forget like how to put the numbers in there.
Like, seriously.
Because I dropped 30 points.
3-digit games?
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Hey man, seriously, it's like I went worked out and I got knocked cuckoo and I could not remember my combination. I remembered the numbers, but I couldn't put them in the right order. I tried it. I was there for like 10 minutes. Anyway, so
Which lock is like the twist one? Like the,
yeah.
Bacho, I have that. I'm not cooking. I still know the password.
Now, listen. I've had that same lock for like 5 years.
Oh, okay, that's.
This morning, it just would not work. And so me writing down the wrong number, give me some slack, please.
We didn't know.
4955.50, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, since Luke owes almost $5,000 for all his tax of all his kids.
I can't believe
Damn,
you.
dude.
Now,
You're gonna go in debt.
so, can Luke pay that? Can you pay that right now?
No.
Be like, okay, it's first of the year. You need to go pay your taxes. Can you pay that? No. This is how this works. When we filled out the W-4s, and I told you guys to claim the standard deductions and the percentages for you guys that have withholding. So what you're doing with the withholding, when they take out money from your check, you want it to, the money that they take out wants to be this or more. You don't want to owe the government money because they'll charge you interest on it. So, everyone says, oh crap, taking out this much of my paycheck. Luke, you're making payments on this number in advance. You don't know what you're going to make this next year. So what you do is you take a chunk of your paycheck out every time you get a paycheck just to make sure you're going to be at this number or more. Does that make sense now? No? Okay, you get a paycheck,
You get a paycheck.
a real paycheck, right?
Yeah.
So, do they take out taxes? Okay, so this is what happens with your taxes. Because they are estimating at the end of the year, you're gonna owe this much. So each paycheck that you get, a portion of that is gonna end up going towards this. So they're holding on to this money now, because at the end of the year, when it's time to pay it, are you gonna be able to pay all that? No, so you're making payments for a future tax amount. Does that make a little bit better sense? Yeah. So right now, credit card or a car, you go buy it and then you make payments towards that, right? This is, you have a tax obligation at the beginning of next year. You're making payments towards that, but you don't know how much it's gonna be worth. And so what your job is to just keep making payments as a percentage of your income. A little bit better, Luke? Okay. I'm worried about you, I really am. Okay, good. So we have this, determine the income tax. Now this last thing, that number was 49550.50. But Luke, didn't you already pay some money? How much money did you already pay?
Where'd you get the extra zero?
Where'd you get
There's
the
no
zero?
extra.
50 cents.
Yeah.
Oh, is it?
550.
Hey,
Dude, you're trying to get him to pay $49,000 for his taxes.
he just has that many kids, he needs to. Alright, so, thank you.
You gotta wrap it up, Luke.
He already has a tax credit of $500. So, in this work problem, he has a tax credit of $500. So what am I gonna do? Since Luke isn't gonna pay for all this, he has a credit of $500. So minus 500. So I, what's that, 4. $4,455.50 is what you're going to have to owe. But hopefully, if they took out a little bit every paycheck, it's not going to be so bad. So you don't have to come out with that full amount. Does that make better sense, hopefully, overall? And do you guys understand now what the tax credit does for you?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just basically you're making a future payment, but you say where your money's going to go. And I believe I'm going to leave off with this. So make sure you guys all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification button.